Troubleshooting.
I know, right? He's into cards, and so that was his thing. He's like,
He gave me a shiny Gardevoir card. It was very
yeah.
nice.
All right, let's see. That was his thing. He's like, Greg, go ahead and talk.
He gave me a shiny Gardevoir card. It was very nice.
Yo, yo, yo.
Let's see.
Good?
There's a lag.
Oh,
What'd you
I'm
say?
perfect. You're perfect. And see, you sound really good, and I sound like it's the microphone too. All right, guys, welcome to Muted with Muted Manny. I got my boy here, Eternal Savior, and making her debut with me for the first time ever, which surprise to me, is my wife, Hyperactive Ash.
hi.
I really never expected us to do podcasts together, but she heard us talking about Pokemon and felt like she had to be a part of this conversation. Because, as I've said, I am no Pokemon expert whatsoever. Those plushies behind us with the Gengar's mine, but she's the big Pokemon fan in the house. But I did, as you know, we talked a little bit earlier that I did play some of the Pokemon games. I played the first gen. That does not mean I'm a first. What is it called? A one genner?
A Gen 1.
A gen oneer? A gen oneer. See, already I'm messing up. And my boss today was like, I'm a gen oneer all the way.
That's not something to be proud
And
of.
I'm like, no, dude, those
I
games.
agree with that.
Justin, if you're watching, that's not something.
No.
Do not, no.
I mean, the first 150 designs were awesome. But I did find out
Ah,
today some.
No, don't say that.
Yeah, there's some bad ones. There's also literally trash. There's a trash Pokemon.
I love. No, Trubbish is adorable.
See, here we go. This is why women's opinions.
come on now.
Like okay, if you want to talk like crap, like Garbodor is like creepy looking, but Trubbish, the little he's got like little ears, like the
Okay.
little ties.
I do resonate with the trash Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. I played the newest game and there was like a little side mission with Trubbish and they were following you and it was the cutest thing ever and it's kind of like.
Yes, we need to reach the female demographic. Right?
They were really cute. I was like, do I like this Pokemon now?
we didn't factor in cuteness. All right, so I
Yeah,
found out
that's the
some.
perks of having a female in the squad, you know.
Yeah.
They can see it for the cuteness. We look for the coolness.
Right? No, it's true.
Listen,
Like, do we?
Garbodor is kind of badass. Like when you're playing with it, it kind of slaps.
So, last time we were talking, we were asking about when the Game Boy came out. So I found out that it came out, and there's a reason why I'm bringing this up, in 1989. And when Pokemon came out, hold on, my audio just went down a little. When Pokemon came out, the Game Boy had already been around for 7 years, which is kind of crazy to think about how consoles get released now. You know, that's why, like, I think a year later, they're already going on and moving on to Game Boy Color. So, I wanted to say some cool facts that I know about Pokemon that I learned because I did some homework. So, Ash is actually the one who told me that originally the creator, his name is Mashida, that he was a bug collector when he was a kid.
Mm.
And Pallet Town is actually based on his original city that he lived in. And we were talking about the original 150. He didn't actually design a lot of the real popular ones. The starters was actually a female who designed them. And they would just like hang out and creatively. It wasn't even like a job. And funny enough, they have 150 employees now, which is kind of ironic. Maybe they should have
So
151. Maybe that one more would
I
help.
mean,
Maybe
we're
that
at
one more would help with Green
1,025,
Friday.
I think.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
We just broke 1,000, and they were scared to hit 1,000.
Originally, there was 200, and they voted which was their favorite ones, and that's how they narrowed them down. And like, I saw a picture of Clefairy, my dog. If you saw Clefairy back in the day, she was terrifying.
She was supposed to be the mascot.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She was supposed to be the mascot Pokemon.
So I know.
In the anime, not the anime, the manga, the main character has a Clefairy.
That's wild. It looked like Cubone.
Pokemon
It had like
Adventures.
shields. I also read that the original monsters were supposed to be like dinosaurs, and that's why like Pokemon came out of eggs, and that wasn't introduced till Gen 2. but we'll talk about that here in a little second too. Their goal was to make a game like Final Fantasy, but they moved away from like an RPG style because they wanted to focus more on the collecting aspect. And now you look at the world like Labubus and things like that of how like collectors is. So they were onto something. It is the number one largest mainstream media in the world today. It outsold Tetris on the Game Boy, which is crazy because that's like the biggest game of all time on Game Boy. That Pokemon actually beat it. And then I also saw that. You're good? Oh, you're fine. Don't worry too much. Don't think too much about it. The squeaky on the chair, guys, we apologize, but it's me, not you're fine. And the snoring, I got my dog here too, so my dog she's a snorer.
Let her live.
Yeah, she's living her best life.
Let her live.
So speaking about pets, I also did find out, originally, it's like chicken fighting, right? Like it's animal abuse in a way, making animals fight. Originally, it was gonna be like Pal World, bro. So like the trainer would also fight alongside the Pokemon, but they were like, what's the point then of having the Pokemon fight if the trainers were fighting? So that's how they got rid of like the RPG element. And dude, my boy, the trainer had a whip, like original design.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wait, no. I know this. There's a trainer classification in Gen 1. I didn't really play it, but I played when they brought it onto
Like
the
the
3DS. Yeah, it was like a lion tamer design. I forget
Yes,
what.
they kept it in.
Oh yeah,
And they
I know
kept
which one
it,
you're
and
talking
he's got like
about.
a little
Yeah.
Mhm. I
So
was like, ooh.
yeah, and they actually had cages too. And then also, you know how like Pokemon, it's like a laser, and inside the Pokeball there's like mirrors. Originally, it was they would miniaturize them, so the Pokemon would be inside a Pokeball miniaturized. But like, how would you walk around and stuff? Like your Pokemon would be like,
Jostling around.
yeah, just shaking
That
around.
sounds terrible.
So yeah, like they were trying to make it a kid's game because again they gravitated more towards, hey, they're pets. They're not like monsters.
It's exercise,
Now,
not
Yeah,
dog fighting.
it's exercise. They faint. They don't die.
It's exercise,
So-
not dog fighting.
I was gonna ask you guys the first question here. Do you know the original name or Pokemon?
Like what it was gonna be called
Yes.
before they decided
The
to name it
monsters.
Pokemon. Is it not Pocket Monsters?
So originally it was not, it's what Poke is short for Pocket Monsters, but
Oh.
originally they actually were gonna call it Capsule. Let me see, Capsule something here, and the
No
reason
way
they
it's
went-
called Capsule Monsters. That's fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, dude. No
No,
way.
no, I
No,
swear to
for
God.
real.
So
That
the
is
reason
Yu-Gi-Oh.
is, and it's
My
pretty
friend.
interesting, is because gacha games. So the
Oh,
idea
yeah,
was,
like a cat, like a gotcha. Yeah, they look
Mhm.
like Pokeballs look like little gotcha.
yeah, Capsule
Capsules.
Monsters was the original name, but they were worried that they would get sued
Yeah.
because of the capsule. Not to mention you have Dragon Ball Z Capsule Corp, things like that. So like they would click the button and the capsules. So that's where they changed it to Pocket Monsters,
Mm.
which is why they would shrink. They would fit in your pocket, which is kind of interesting too.
Like the Pokemon.
And like I said, they even had cages in the original game. Like they weren't gonna be like sent off to Professor and live a happy life. They would be in cages.
Mhm.
I guess now we call them kettles. Let's see what else I got here. Yeah, they wanted to do like the power of friendship instead of like like I said, gambling and stuff. But they do pick up on some adult themes with gambling and stuff. As like
Mhm.
which is crazy if you think about a kid's game and you can go.
Yeah, they took it out.
gamble.
That's why
Yeah.
the Pokemon games are not rated all ages in certain countries,
Yeah, as they
depending on the
should be.
game.
And also, I also found out that the types like electric fire, which is a big theme in like Japanese media or culture, were introduced halfway through the game being made. So imagine like having to scramble, and the game took 4 years to make, and on the computer they had a system crash that almost erased everything.
I have heard of this.
So we almost never even got Pokemon, which is wild. Could you imagine a world without Pokemon now? And they make more money off of merchandise than games, which is maybe, Greg, another problem of why they don't do such great games. Like they do, they make more money making cute stuff, more than Hello Kitty and imports of Japan.
But you see now, like that's a problem. How do you make money and everything else, but you can't make the games a thing that started it all? You got to upgrade a little bit.
Absolutely. They didn't even look at it as a job. They literally were just hanging out, having fun. Like, and that's why they say that it was so creative. Um, and then
Do you
really
know
quick,
who the first
yeah,
Pokemon is?
who the first Pokemon is? No.
Oh, you're about to do that multiple choice question where all the answers are right. Don't
Hmm?
even.
You broke up a
Is
little bit. I'm sorry.
is it a multiple choice? Is I know the starters were drawn.
So, like, what do we mean by the first Pokemon?
The first
Like,
created Pokemon.
oh, okay,
What is
there
that?
is an answer for that.
You know it?
Do you know?
So
I don't know it.
I'm gonna let Ash answer. You should know it.
Yeah.
Let's see
I
what you
think
say.
so. It's because Bulbasaur is number one in the Pokedex. The first, isn't it like Arcanine or something like that? It's one of those weird ones.
Yeah, it's Rhydon.
I was like right on.
Oh, I did read this.
I
Yes.
was like, it's like right on. Right on's the
Which-
first created.
I'm gonna leave this open, which is why that's what we were saying. They're dinosaur monsters.
Well, right on is.
I mean, I mean, since you haven't played in so long, Manny, you know, in the gyms, like the statues are Rhydons. Like that's why the statues are Rhydon,
Oh,
because it
no
was the first
kidding.
Pokemon.
I should have known that. I did read that.
Nice.
I know.
I got
Let's
some
see.
trivia for you
Yeah,
too.
you got me.
Hey.
You got me. I got a good one for you later. So I also found out that the guy who had the idea to split the game into two, besides problems of like fitting all of the Pokemon, because they wanted to trade them, right? They wanted to use that capability. Was the creator of Mario. It was his idea to split the game into two, and it wasn't to make profit. It was just literally to like
Make friends.
make friends.
Because he
save
was lonely.
space.
He was lonely, and he would play like.
Well, he was
he
playing
would
with
collect
bugs.
And so it was to like force you to make friends with people back when you didn't have the internet. Now it's just annoying.
Yeah, and it was actually not even supposed to have an American release. It was just gonna be straight. They didn't. Nintendo was like, they didn't think it was gonna make money, like, which is wild. I also and these are
Billion-dollar
the, I'm almost
corporation.
done here, I promise.
No,
but
you're good.
I did find out that you know how it was red and green.
Yes.
So blue is actually the first ever what they call the upper like version, like the remaster in English, I guess in America.
Oh, like when they did it in America.
So blue, they took out the glitches and stuff, and that's why we have blue instead of green and red. And also in America, we look at it as like red and blue are opposites, and in Japan, they looked at it like red and green are the opposites, like red light, green light.
Well, red and green are opposites on the color.
Right. And other countries too, though, do what? Don't they do blue lights instead of green? I think some like England does
I've
blue.
never seen that.
Something like that. Yeah, I've heard like they do like it's green, but it looks they call it blue, but
Okay.
it's not the green that we know. It's like an aqua. And funny enough, to wrap it up, it actually beat Final Fantasy VII. Selling copies.
Surprising, because that's supposed to be like the best
I was
one.
about
Yeah,
to say,
yeah.
and don't they like remake that game like every
Yeah.
2 seconds?
Which is wild. It outsold Final Fantasy VII when it came out, and in 19, what is it, 1996. And I'm gonna stick. I think we're gonna try to stick with like, of course, American dates, because it's just a year before for Japanese. But I did play Blue. I think I'm the only one that played Blue originally. Greg, did you play Blue or Red?
I played them, but not like when they came out.
Got it.
Right, like I've played them. I haven't played. I didn't.
Yeah.
I was one.
And I did,
When these games came out, I was one.
So it was actually, and Greg, I told you this before, that it was actually my sister's, and I would have gotten Red, cause my favorite starter of all time. Ashley, you know who my favorite starter is. I was a Charmander boy. I love
Basic.
the pyro in me, man. I love basic.
Yeah, agreed.
Basic.
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 That
Everybody
that
likes
episode,
Charizard.
Gen 1er.
That's
Basic.
that's what sucked too. Is my favorite one was Charizard, and it's the hardest like Pokemon card to get. So I actually did have a Charizard card. It was all scratched up. Someone sold it to me for $35. So I mean, it was worthless because it was scratched. Yeah, but at least I could say I owned a Charizard card because again, it was my favorite. But don't tell me that Pokemon episode didn't make people cry when his flame was going out and they were trying to keep it. So that's actually why I was a big Charmander fan. So I guess my sister just wasn't interested in it, so I played it and I was like hooked. And I had a saving issue as well, man. The first time I was playing, it wouldn't save, so I had to start all over. And Ash, I get attached to my stuff, my characters, so I was devastated, bro.
Gets bad when I restart anything.
Mm-hmm. So I guess so I know that Red and Green were in 1996, so 1997 probably, or 1998, excuse me. So it took 2 years to import them. And you in Yellow, which we're gonna go into, is the one where you can collect all the starters. But before we get into that, what is your all's favorite starter? Not Pokemon. What is your favorite starter of your gens?
In Gen 1.
In
like
the,
all
like
of them.
if someone put a gun to your head and you had to pick one, because obviously mine, I'm gonna go with Charmander still. So like,
But like of all of them?
not yeah. What is your favorite starter gen?
Of all the generations.
Mm-hmm. None of
Jeez,
them come
that's
to
so
mind?
You
difficult.
can't do that. Why?
You don't like the cat?
Yeah,
I love
it's just too
Sprigatito. I
difficult.
named her
There's too
Cilantro.
many.
But like, don't do that to me. I've been playing these games for as long as I've been born. You can't make me. That's like literally making me pick my favorite child.
So
As my baby is.
So I
staring
guess
at
we'll
me.
go. Who is your favorite Pokemon then? Do you want to start, Ash?
No.
Did you
No.
say our favorite Pokemon?
Okay,
Sure.
so you literally went from. What is that? You went from 36 Pokemon that we had to choose one from to picking one Pokemon
To a
out of
thousand.
1,000.
This is
How
ridiculous.
dare
Everybody,
you.
first of all, see, women, man. No, I know her two favorite.
Too.
Actually, you have three favorite. You have three favorite, and I know it. You like Eevee. And
Hey.
yeah, there's evolutions. I mean, that's your basic one. But you like Vaporeon.
I do like Vaporeon. Okay, this sucks. I like Gooner Pokemon, but not for Gooner reasons. I like Gardevoir, Vaporeon.
This is the views. This is
and
the views.
like
We got demonetized.
and what is it? My like favorite starter, I guess technically is Bulbasaur. So I guess that's the only. But I like the Gooner Pokemon, and it sucks 'cause I can't find anything for them because everybody's being all gross.
Right. My boss, every time he sees...
It sucks.
My boss, every time he finds a Pokemon card or a favorite, he gives it to her. So, man, you guys can't really pick a number one? You don't have a number one?
Number one.
Bro, there's 1,000
There's
Pokemon.
1,000
I
Pokemon.
can't, bro. I
Like,
think we
and
could
then
do
you
like
get
starters
attached-
as we go through the games.
Yeah, like
Sure.
can we do? Yeah, okay.
I can't name them all, so if you know them off the top of your head, though, you can...
Like the starters
yeah.
for Gen 1.
If you want... you
Gen
can
1
look them up.
starters are Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charmander. Your
Right.
favorite Pokemon is Charmander. Thus, I'm assuming your favorite starter in Gen 1 is Charmander.
Yes.
That's cool. I like
I was
Bulbasaur.
thinking ketchup. Or Pikachu. Ketchup.
I mean,
Bulbasaur?
Pikachu
Yeah,
kind
Bulbasaur.
of counts if we include Yellow.
So-
if you want to.
So Charmander, and I'm going to let Greg answer here in a second, but is the hardest one to beat the game with.
Yes.
But Bulbasaur is the OP. And
I liked an easy playthrough.
and is yours Squirtle?
Oh, mine?
Yes,
Mhm.
Greg.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that we all picked different stars. It's
Let's
crazy.
go.
Yeah, the most important life decision.
The trio.
I think you told me this once, so that's why I know. Or maybe it's the giant. What's the meme? Blastoise! Like, he's got the cannons. Like, come on, he's badass.
Blah.
Yeah, like...
The thing is, when I was younger, I was like, oh, I love the fire starters. But as an adult, like, I look at Joyce, I'm like, bro, that's just a beast. That's a unit right there, bro.
So, it's funny enough.
As I get older, I look at it practicality. Like, what can I actually like have in my house and not like die?
I think of the anime Bulbasaur. Like,
And I just imagine like, so like people talk about dogs, and it's like, oh, like your puppy is basically a toddler with teeth. I'm like, you want a toddler with a flame on its tail just running around amok? Your house is burning down,
But
bro.
the flame wouldn't burn you if it was yours.
That's not how that you can. The power of friendship does not save
That's
you.
no. You could. That's the when Charmander would hug. That's Charmander. The flame on its tail wouldn't burn you.
Oh, okay.
Now,
alright.
like
We don't do anime rules here. We're talking about the games.
Yeah.
Talking about the
Speaking
game.
of the
You
anime.
can't put the sprinklers on and freaking shock a freaking Onyx with freaking what is it? Thunder shock. That doesn't work. No.
Well, we're not gonna get into yellow just that, but yeah, dude. In the anime, Bulbasaur as an adult, good point. Bulbasaur, dude, carried the anime. He and you know what's messed up is he like just gives it away. But man, poor Bulbasaur getting freaking sent out every single time. You know, like
Bulbasaur never involved in that show.
Well, it's funny enough. He's also OP in the games. So we'll move into yellow because I was excited about yellow. I did play yellow as well, and I also got, and we're not really talking about 64 games, but I was able to get the Stadium game, Pokemon Stadium, and it came with a thing that you could plug into the Nintendo 64, so you could play on a television the Pokemon games, and you can import them into the games. Which I know there's a sequel, and the sequel is really good for Pokemon Stadium. But imagine like seeing your Pokemon that you like raised for the first time in quote unquote 3D. So it was a big deal. Like, so I was so hyped, bro. Yeah. Okay. And also, I know in Yellow you couldn't get Raichu. You could only trade Raichu because you couldn't evolve Pikachu.
You couldn't evolve your Pikachu.
But it was the only Pokemon not in the game. So like, you can like get most of them except Raichu. So like, why couldn't they just put him in the game? Like, I understand that your Pikachu couldn't evolve into him, but you could have at least had it catchable. Like, that's just kind of weird. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can never catch Raichu as far as I know. It's always you have to evolve in
Oh,
every
hey
game.
Sarah. Yeah, that's true. We're talking Pokemon from Gen 1 to Scarlet, which is Gen 10?
9.
9, excuse me. That's why I'm excited about whatever comes next. I mean, that's the 10th. So it should be a big deal. So,
Yeah, it should be, but
30 years, right?
good point. 30 years, yes. It's about to be 30 years. And of course, there was also the most famous glitch ever in video game history, apparently, was the old man glitch, which is where you could get infinite items. And I did it myself. I did. And Nintendo Power Magazine lied to people and said that if you did it, it would crash your game. So people were afraid to do it because that's funny, Sarah. Then you would lose all your Pokemon. So imagine like you have a level 100 and you beat the game and you risk it for the biscuit. And I did. And long story short, you would surf up and down a little side and you would encounter a no, which later they became a Pokemon. Those little, what are they called? No name?
Unknown?
Unknown. So you fought an unknown.
missing no.
The letter.
A missing
oh, wait,
no.
missing no.
Missing no.
Oh, this
yeah,
glitch.
But
okay.
But it was called missing number 8 or something, and you caught it and you would get infinite items. So you get infinite Pokeballs. It's apparently the most famous glitch ever. And of course, we talked about it today, the Mew under the truck. Like, people would say, oh, there's Mew under the truck, and you would have to like, if you wanted to trick someone, you would be like, run around it 50 times.
You
and
like
then
surf to this one spot, then you fly, and then blah blah blah.
Which
and
is
you
bullshit.
could push the truck, and then Mewtwo's Pokeball was underneath it. Yeah.
I did it, and I was pissed. I got tricked.
Well, yeah, you were
multiple
like, what,
times.
8?
Well, some of those glitches are hard to do.
Weren't you like 5 or something?
They don't always work. Yeah, it was like 6, 7. I was 7 maybe? I don't know.
You were a kid.
Nice.
yeah, I know. Like, he's a kid.
7.
If you wanted to prank someone, 6.
No.
Get the views.
No.
Yo, when I was walking around on stilts, side note, when kids were scared, I would just do the 6, 7 like gesture, and then they would be like, then they would warm up to me. It was hilarious.
This girl was talking yesterday in the parks at Disney because I work there. Oh my god, she would just say like the like 6, 7, skibbity, like over, and I just looked at her mom and I was like, I have a lot of energy. I can't.
I can't right now.
I literally was like, what are you saying? I was like, I can't. I was like, I can't interact with your daughter right now. I'm sorry.
So 1998 rolls around, Gold and Silver come out. I could not afford Gold and Silver, so I was pretty bummed. My friends had it, and then it wasn't backwards compatible, so it's not like I could get like a Pokemon from there. But I did find out too that, side note, I'm so sorry, I forgot to say this. I think I told you, Greg, that I did get Mew from like a tournament, but there is an actual Mew glitch to get Mew. It's very difficult, but I found out the other day that there was, and oh my god, bro, it's hard, but good for the people that probably did. So Gold and Silver comes out in 1999, and did you guys play Gold and Silver? Gold and Silver?
I played the remakes.
Okay, cool. We'll talk about the remakes here too a little bit. Crystal was the ultimate version, or the so yellow.
It was like the upgrade.
Which I'd never even heard about Crystal, but Pokemon Timeline's hard to follow, but not. So I know we're gonna go into that, the Mega Pokemons, and then there's a regular timeline. So you can have Pokemon that follow you in Gold and Silver.
It's so good.
And now you told me that they took it out.
Yeah, they never did it again until like now, like
until
recently.
Scarlet and that. I did find out as well that you know how before you could only fly and surf in games, like you couldn't actually ride a Pokemon.
Yeah, it would just be like a little animation, and then it would be just like a generic one for like when you're surfing, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, in Pokemon Crystal in 2000 was the first time you could choose a female avatar, and you could have animated sprites. And
that's fun.
And I think was that one? I don't know. I'll get to it here in a second. But yeah, there's when they brought it back and stuff. And I think it's the same town as Pallet Town from the first one. Don't quote me. There was like a storm in the video game, but they did bring the same town. So this is good because
well, like the two, the Johto is next to Kanto. Like the big mountain separates them. So you went back to Kanto in the Johto game.
Right.
That's what it is.
And then
so you played both.
But we fight Red later on, right, in the gym tower, so I'll get to that.
In the mountain.
So then Ruby and Sapphire come out in 2002, and it's the first one to feature double battle systems.
This was the first game I played.
Now, I told you this too, Greg, I don't like Marvel vs. Capcom. It was like too much. Like Mortal Kombat, like if there's 2-on-2, it's a little easier for me. I've gotten better at it, but I didn't like the dual battle system, so I was like, nah, I'm done with Pokemon. Like I was like that, dude. I was like, it's too much for me. So
that's surprising because it's so basic. It's like it's turn based, so like there's only so much that they like throw at you at one time. So
in that game, it was only the Tate and Liza battle that I can remember.
I just didn't. I found it like not fun because I'd be like.
Or are you talking about like competitive? Because competitive is double battles.
Yeah, it was
like competitive battling is double battles.
You know what? I should have said that. Obviously, that the first gen is for Game Boy, and then the Game Boy Color was the second.
Man, I've been playing Emerald, and they have a lot more double battles. Remember?
I could be wrong.
Really, especially gyms too. So Emerald did come out in 2004, and it is regarded as, like you said, Greg, the most popular of all the franchise. So it's really cool.
It's one of them.
It's gotten me wanting to play it. Right? That's what you're playing with Prince right now.
Yeah, actually, I'm about to beat it. Prince is still slacking.
It's funny because if you play, I'm gonna jump here for a second, but Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, you can beat it pretty quickly. And I
Those games are so beautiful, dude.
It's so, oh my god, wow. It's so fun.
Wow, good shout out, and obviously with Pokemon Go tout out. It's I've learned about the lo-fi thing of Pokemon. I didn't really understand it. Like my boss would love me to give the Pokemon card game a shout out, of course, and it kind of follows a lot of these things. We're talking I don't want to skip just yet to Emerald because I wanted to ask you guys. Obviously, do you guys know when the first Pokemon movie came into theaters?
No, but I know I watched it.
That was 2000. Mewtwo movie.
2000, yeah.
So actually, there was a Pokemon 2000 movie that did come out, but the Mewtwo, not the remake, because they did also remake it. But I actually went to the movie theater and saw it in theaters. It was 1990, 98, 99. So a lot of people do confuse it with coming out in 2000. So I found really interesting. And do you guys know, now are we talking English or Japanese, but when did actually the Pokemon 2000 movie come out?
So like the second Pokemon movie?
The second Pokemon movie. So I think it was.
I don't know, but that movie made me cry.
I think it was 1998 in Japan, 1999, the Mewtwo movie, and then it did have a theatrical release. I didn't see it in theaters though.
I have the VHSs.
So do you have any guesses, Greg, when Pokemon 2000 came out?
In Japanese, because I feel like English is probably the year after, so 2001.
See, yeah, he's quick. It was 1999 in Japan, and actually in 2000 was, I believe, don't quote me unless maybe it was 2001, but yeah, you said it was a year after. Greg is paying attention. He's here. He's locked in. My boy's locked in. So yeah, you guys wanted to talk about Emerald, and I'll start if you guys want to go there. I guess you can start with the starters if you want.
We skipped Gen 2.
But you said you didn't play.
But I still like the starters.
Okay, Tell me
Do
the
you know
starters.
the
Gen 2 fucking
starters?
sucks.
Gen 2 does kind of suck, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
The only thing that was cool was that you went back to Kanto and got to like re-fight the gym leaders.
You know, I remember
But,
doing
like,
that, but I didn't. I don't
The
know why.
starters, like, I feel like it's more. I feel like Gen 2 is an aesthetics choice. So it's Chikorita, which is the
Chikorita.
little, and then you have Totodile, the little alligator,
That's Totodile. Gold
and
silver?
then
Okay.
and then Cyndaquil, and it looks like a little anteater.
Yeah, which
So
version
which
is
one
it?
do you like?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I don't know some of them, so I mean I know those three.
Okay.
The only
Okay.
Pokemon.
You're breaking up a little bit, so sorry if I'm not
Okay.
answering if you're talking to
The
me.
only one I was excited about was, funny enough, I really wasn't into that. I know that like Onyx had evolution,
Yes.
which was cool, but there was a rumor that Pikachu had an evolution, and it was Pika Blue. So I was really excited about that one, and it turned out it's a water Pokemon. But then later we find out, like you told me, I didn't know this, that like every generation has a Pikachu clone.
Mm-hmm.
So I was excited about the Pikachu clone. I didn't really care about the star. Like I said, I didn't play Gold and Silver. I love Lugia. I thought, right? Lugia is silver.
Yes.
So that was pretty cool. And I know that in Emerald you can catch both, and I think that's the first time that you can catch, like, the
like the
god
legendary Pokemon.
I gotta be careful not calling them gods and legends, but yeah, like the box cover art Pokemon.
Yeah, legendary Pokemon.
Yeah. Thank you for keeping me on track.
Yeah, the
But,
box art legends.
do you guys want to now? I think Greg, last time you said we should talk about the remaster because that's really what counts, right? You want to just talk about Emerald?
I mean, the thing is, if are we still talking about Johto, or are we going to the next generation?
It's up to you guys because, like I said, I don't know what you were just talking about Gold and Silver, but you guys didn't. I guess you replayed it. So if you want,
I mean, I played the remake, but that's not until Gen 4.
right.
Yeah, I
it's
mean, I feel like we should
2003
just move on to the next step then.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking too. So we should.
Sorry, Johto fans. We're not a big fan.
Hey, like he said, it's not rated very well. I saw that online as well too.
No. People love the Johto games. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I saw a lot of like bad reviews. So go ahead, Greg, if you want to. Yeah, chime in.
People like those games. I don't know why, but they're poorly balanced. The Pokemon aren't that good. I don't know. The gym leaders, they don't use Pokemon from their generation.
Yeah, because they only added 100 more.
Right. I do know that it was supposed to be the last Pokemon game. And Nintendo was like, nope. We're making money with this.
Like cash flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said, wait, the
Never.
money's rolling.
So yeah, I mean, I think you guys are you guys on the same page about Emerald being...
I actually didn't play Emerald.
You didn't play Emerald.
I played Sapphire.
Maybe you and I can play Emerald.
Emerald's good,
Yeah.
from what I hear. The third one, they always fix the bugs from whatever the generation is and,
Right.
like, fix. So, like, Gen 3 is a very popular generation. Like, Hoenn is my favorite, just because it's the one I started with. It's my red-blue. So, like, Hoenn always has a special place in my heart. But I know maybe it's just, like, the content creators that I, like, subscribe to and watch. But, like, we're all, like, around the same age. So, like, that was, like, we played Pokemon growing up, and, like, that's the Pokemon game that we played. And then, like, everybody, like, went back and played, like, the older ones. Or, like,
Or the remakes.
they played the older ones when they were a little too younger to, like, be able to, like, appreciate, like, I don't know, certain aspects of the game, I guess you could say.
Nice. So Ruby and Sapphire.
Mhm.
Now I'm gonna try to guide because like I know so Ruby and Sapphire Emerald. The same year was also 2004 Fire Red and Leaf Green,
Yes.
which I've never.
Those
gotten to
games
play.
are goated.
I
Are
like
they?
them. I played, I had both at some point.
Nice.
But I mostly played Leaf Green because I'm a Bulbasaur girly.
Maybe I'll get to actually play Fire Red. You know what I mean? For
I think
once,
I have
but
it somewhere. I just don't think I have a system that'll play it.
it's just hard to go back from, now that we're doing 3D and stuff. Because Greg, we're gonna get into this too. How some of them were imported badly onto the Switch. So 2006 is the year I graduated high school. Ruby and Sapphire coming out.
Mm.
Oh wait, no, that's Emerald. I'm so sorry. Diamond and Pearl was 2006. And then of course the
The
upgrade.
best generation.
Oh,
Gen 4? Really? Huh?
I love Gen 4. The starters are peak. The
okay.
best
No.
squad of
Wait,
starters in
no,
all.
no, no, no,
We
no, no,
we
no, no. I'm
skipped
so
Emerald. We
sorry.
got to talk about those starters.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
do.
yeah.
Mudkip. 100%. Mudkip.
Agreed. Yeah,
Full
Mudkip.
chest.
Agreed.
So,
Full chest Mudkip.
so did they add more Pokemon? Because you said
Yes,
that.
they add more Pokemon every generation.
Right, but Emerald is like upper of
So
Ruby
they
and
don't
Sapphire.
add new Pokemon like that. So like they'll just kind of, so, I don't know how you really
So
explain
so
it.
Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald.
All have the same Pokemon.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what makes the remix of Fire Red and Leaf Green so good replaying it?
So they have the like upgraded graphics and like game mechanics of Gen 3 in Gen 1. So like all like the buggy like issues that a lot of people have with like Gen 1, if people can be unbiased and actually critique Gen 1 because it has many issues.
Many.
Um it like when you kind of go back and play them with like the new mechanics, it kind of like breathes a new life into them, and it's kind of almost, it is kind of like a completely different game almost.
And so is it like Let's Go?
Yeah, like Let's Go does
Right?
the same thing
It
because
should be like Let's Go.
yeah, because fairy type didn't exist until generation 6.
And now I
So
heard
you go and you're playing generation 1 with fairy type Pokemon, so like
Oh.
that's different.
I heard too that like they got rid of Fairy, like I think in the Pokemon card game.
Your boss said
Yeah,
that.
they did.
Yeah, which is interesting. I'm well,
I don't know
that's a
why. It was a dope type.
yeah. That's
I was like,
Hey.
no, that just makes it confusing.
yeah. I remember I had to like learn new types to, and she would beat me in these Pokemon games because I didn't understand what would be like Fairy or something. You know, I was like, what? There's new types. I'm like, it makes
one
sense.
new type. Just one.
Okay. Let's see. So. My
Do you have a
ADHD.
favorite starter in Gen 3?
No, again, I didn't play any of these until Scarlet, so
You
I know who Mudkip is though.
Okay, Mudkip.
Yeah,
Torchic.
I do know who he
Trico.
is. No.
Little lizard looking
I used to be a Torchic guy.
mofo. I played with the Torchic because it was cute, but then I got really mad when it turned into a Blaziken because I was like, it's ugly. But
This happens a lot in Pokemon too.
but then I fell in love with Mudkip through it for a playthrough, and I was like, nope, this is my baby now.
Now we talked about this too. How do you say bison? Because if a Pokemon starts on 4 legs, it usually turns into 2 legs, right? A lot of them do. I remember when Scarlet came out, the cat. Everyone was saying, "Oh, we hope the cat stays on 4 legs."
And then it didn't.
And then it didn't. And now we're jumping around, but like I know that that's a thing too that I noticed. Like
Keep the animals on 4 legs. Stop making Gunnar bait. Pokemon.
so
Hashtag 2025.
Sapphire,
No more
Emerald,
Gunnar
Fire.
bait.
Oh my god, yeah. The Pokemon short was actually pretty good on YouTube. We watched it, speaking of Gunnar bait. So, 4th generation Diamond and Pearl. I know that it was the Looker's first appearance, and that he later had a cameo in 2009 for Heart Gold and Silver. So they put him in it as well, which is like, I'm still trying to understand him. He's like the Watcher from Watchmen. Like
He's a detective, and it's kind of
Oh,
like
that's
side
right.
missions for like post game. It's like something to do when you've beaten the game.
and he washes up on a beach later in like
Yeah.
other games.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm not sure if we're gonna talk about the battle tree system because there's the game where you can fight like all the gym leaders again.
It's in the
A
game.
battle
It's
tree
in the
system?
regular game, yeah.
Is
The rematch.
yeah.
Then you
Now
rematch.
was Red in? Now I'm going back in part 2 or 2nd gen. You have to fight Red, right?
You do fight Red, yeah.
In Gold and Silver, right?
Yes.
Okay, I did miss that, so I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to make sure of that. So later,
And Blue is the gym leader in Kanto's 8th gym instead of Giovanni because he's gone.
right? And now I have it written down somewhere when the first option to be a female was an avatar, but originally, the designer wanted that you could be a female or male in the very first gen Pokemon.
They said girls don't play Pokemon.
But no, it was planned. It was planned from the beginning. Um,
Like, it's fine.
so yeah, we're at 2009. Now you guys played Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, right?
Mm-hmm. I played Diamond.
Yeah, same.
And I picked
Was a Palkia
Piplup
hater.
because Dawn had a Piplup in the anime.
So you were watching the anime too at this point.
Oh yeah, I was watching I was watching the show.
I stopped watching the anime.
I was 12. Yeah.
This is like our wrestling mentality. Like, I'm gonna bring up Javon Evans or Daniel Bryan. Like, if you keep beating Ash over and over and over again, I was like, he's a loser. He's not red. You know what I mean? Like, and I know he eventually wins, but it's such a bad mentality because if you make your main character look like such a dork, you know, like his girl leaves him. I'm like,
He doesn't
no.
have a girl.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, wrestling standards. Like,
Oh.
you don't even get started, but it's like, yeah, Javon Evans is an annoying factor. Like, it matters. It matters. I guess it doesn't. NXT, it's its own universe, but we're not talking wrestling. So yeah, now let me make sure what gen we're on of ports. I'm just trying to keep it on the straight line, guys. Cause
Gen 4.
now we're gonna go into the Nintendo DS.
Greg, what's your
Nintendo
favorite
3DS.
starter? Hold on.
Yeah, I know he was saying it.
In Gen 4.
That one's really tough. It's not Piplup, I'll tell you that. But
That's okay.
the
I
thing
think it's
is,
mostly aesthetics for me.
I think when I first played, I actually played with all the starters because they were all so good. But
Mm.
Chimchar, he's like the only fire type that's worth using, so it's really tough to not pick him.
Yeah, you
But
kind of. Yeah, I was replaying when they did the remakes, and I had to use the Chimchar because, like, there are no fire types. And then they had a fire type Elite Four member, which was stupid, because like half of his team
yeah,
isn't fire types. It was
I think he
messy.
has a Lopunny in there,
Yeah,
which
it's
is
like a
really
lot bunny
weird.
that just
I don't.
fire punch. That
I
counts.
don't know though. Torterra is like really, really goaded though.
I like Torterra. I used Torterra a couple of times too. I was like, I like this little turtle.
Oh, I now see. I did
It's like
see
the world
turtle.
tree turtle.
Yeah.
At the end, it's cool.
Somehow I still learned some about these starters.
Like I pre-ordered, so I got the little stylus on the DS that had like Dialga or Palkia on the top of it, and then my dog chewed it
I
up and I
remember
cried
those.
for a week.
Oh no.
Yeah, he
Oh,
got
that
into it.
sucks.
Yeah, he got into it, and I was like,
Wow.
yeah, I know. My mom was like, well, what's that expression that I
What did we learn?
Yeah, no, not what did we learn, but like, what did you expect? But like Spanish and attitude,
Oh.
like, I don't know. Like, I know it when my mom says it, and I'm like, well, okay, fine, I get it. Sorry.
Oh. Crystal was the first time you could pick a female, by the way.
That checks.
Crystal in 2000 on the Game Boy Color. Let's see. So.
The thing about Gen 4 though, about Diamond and Pearl, is they ran really slow. That was like the biggest
Oh my
negative.
god,
Yes.
your freaking health bar. Oh my god.
And that's why Platinum.
Fixed it, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Platinum fixed it, but then when they remade the games for the Switch, they fucking used
They.
Diamond and Pearl for some reason.
Mhm.
Oh.
I
and
hate playing
Greg,
it.
you taught me that too. That like they imported them up, so like everyone wanted more 3D graphics, but it wasn't 3D graphics. So a lot of fans were disappointed that they didn't get like
Yeah.
Let's Go.
They just put like a new coat of paint on it and that was it. Because Let's Go, Eevee and Pikachu, that is the standard of remakes now, in my opinion. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's so.
no,
Yeah.
bro.
Mm-hmm. And it was
They came out at the
interesting.
same time. I don't understand how we went.
Besides
And
from-
it's to be like not to be fair, but like they did like make that remake not through Game Freak.
right.
It was like a third party company because
That's where
even
it gets
Game Freak is a
confusing.
third party company. So
Yeah.
they did use like not Game Freak to make the remakes.
You
So
know-
they probably had to do it from scratch. Not that that's an excuse. It's stupid.
But we
Now that I
talked
paid
about,
for it.
these remakes, and like Grand Theft Auto was a really good example when they remade some of the Grand Theft Autos, and they basically even try to use some I believe, to like do certain parts, and people were so disappointed. Like, this is not a remaster. Versus something like Metal Gear Solid, every time they're doing Snake Eater again, and I'm a big Metal Gear Solid fan. When it came out through the 3DS, you had to play it for the 3DS to like see what it was like in 3D. Or they just changed the camera angle. They remade it and then did like first person in the woods, which was cool. Or like the Twin Snakes in GameCube. Like if you do a remake, like Final Fantasy VII, Resident Evil, you have to fix the issues. You have to fix the camera angles. Like like you said, you can't put a new coat of paint on it. But people play, completionists. You want to play it. So it's still part of the lore. And it's always been weird to me that you have. That's why I was like, you have these remakes or you have upper versions. Like I was trying to follow because it gets a little confusing for me. See what I mean? The remake titles and then the upper versions. So like upper
The
versions
thing
also
is, those
have
are more like the complete versions. That's kind of
right.
how you can look
Yeah,
at
it's
it.
kind of like they saw, like, they were like, oh, like, we released this, and then we're going to, like, fix, in a way, like,
Yeah.
things that we, like, noticed. Like, actually, I don't even know if you have time to, like, take not guest, like, customer feedback, and then, like, apply it
No,
to a
they
game
don't. They don't have game
development-wise
testers
that you
no
don't
more.
have time for that.
Yeah, they don't want to pay
I mean,
them
they
to fix
add
the issues.
content in the games.
Yeah, they add content. It's, like, stuff they didn't have time to, like, perfect in, like, the, like, 2, like, kind of stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So platinum, heart gold, and soul silver, which sounds like you guys.
Best remakes ever. Period.
Okay.
Mm,
Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
no,
There's a
Omega
reason why I
Ruby and
cannot
Alpha
get.
Sapphire are right
Okay, you
there.
know what? To be fair, you're not wrong. But like Heart Gold and Soul Silver were like the diamond standard for a hot minute, and you gotta respect that.
Okay.
I
I see
mean,
what
they
you're
were
saying.
good.
Like for the time.
Pokemon followed you again. The graphics were nice.
I did see dude. There was like video.
They gave you a Poke Stepper. You could bring your Pokemon with you in your actual pocket.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that you could like climb walls on one, like.
Oh
Rock
yeah,
Climb. That was in
yeah. It
Diamond
was
and Pearl.
Diamond and Pearl.
Diamond
You
Pearls.
got
That was
yeah.
cool. Like seeing that in a Nintendo, like a Game Boy, to me was.
It was
pretty
a cool animation in the game.
And
I
I'm
thought.
sure it had some aesthetics like being on a Nintendo DS. And we talked about this when you play it on an emulator, you don't have a touch screen. You know what I mean? So like certain things. I'm surprised like the dual screen touch screen didn't have like Pokemon Go that you would spin it and then throw it. You know, like Nintendo, we got to give them credit for always trying. It's fine. Something new to the table of consoles, and they're always trying something different. Whether it was cameras and things like that. Because Greg, you gave a special shout out, and we got a lot of attention on that video about Nintendo does a almost finished product. But now we're also talking about not always, because if you have to put another version of a game to fix those issues.
No, it's valid,
Right.
and it's a valid criticism.
And we're gonna get into that when we get later into the games of what we have.
It gets
to deal
bad.
with.
It gets bad. The
Yeah.
further down you go, it's gonna get bad.
And that's the criticism too. It's like we get a little lazier when you have a peak. And again, and I was surprised Greg gave some shout out to Let's Go. A lot of people don't like Let's Go. My boss, visually, yes. Gameplay wise, not good. And
I
my,
like Pokemon Go. So
but
I was like, this
you're
is
really
cool.
good at Pokemon Go too. So I could see why you would enjoy it. Like she does the thing. I just make jokes, but like
Pokemon Go is easy when you work in a theme park.
and it's also I bought it for my kids. It's
You have Pokestops everywhere. There's freaking rare Pokemon spawning every 2 seconds. Like Pokemon Go is great for me. You live in like Bumflip,
and
like,
these Pokemon
Kentucky.
locations
And,
are destinations.
Yeah, you
for
can't
tourists.
really do anything. Like I get it. So yeah, like Let's Go. I was like, oh, cool.
And like the most famous Pokemon stop go place is Japan. But also, I mean, you also had, dude, when it came out, it was crazy. Like, people stopping traffic. I was one of those people that drove around in a car, I will admit. And I'm
Me
like,
and my friends, we were doing community day, and we were doing it around my friend's house in St. Cloud, and the stops are a little farther apart. So I piled into the trunk of a Kia Soul, and we ran around trying to catch shiny. It was like the shiny bird trio, legendary bird trio,
oh god, you guys were
Moltres, yeah. And we ran around St. Cloud for the good like part of the afternoon until everybody got a shiny of each.
It stopped like in Japan. It's in Tokyo. It stopped traffic because there was a Snorlax. Like people flipped out, and there's a picture.
The amount of people we had to
running.
trespass at Universal because they had.
You know
they
what?
would go into backstage areas. There's a Charizard back there. You can't go back there.
That's so. That's insane.
Like,
You know what? This sounds so dumb. I love taking photos like of ironic things. So like if your Pokemon, if it was a water Pokemon on a toilet, I would screenshot it. I had Jigglypuff by a trash like dump. And I just thought it was funny, like Jigglypuff's like selling drugs, like back
you're
here.
terrible.
Yeah, like I don't know why he got so quiet there.
I think it's the thingy.
Is it? Hold on one second.
Fix it.
I'm gonna try.
Help me.
Every time we touch the thing, it's something. Yeah, okay, it was us. Okay, there we go. So I wonder if that's gonna be on the feed, but we'll figure that out. Now I really also want to play because a lot of people say about Black and White in 2010.
I did not play Generation 5.
My boss liked it. Seems like
This was my I'm too cool for school. I didn't do anime anymore. I was too cool for anime. Pokemon was for kids. I didn't do anything Gen 5. So I cannot contribute. I liked
Yeah, I think we're the same
like
age, so
Oshawott.
that sounds about right for
I
me.
was like, I liked Oshawott aesthetically now, playing Pokemon again. That's about all I've got for you. I like Oshawott.
Did you get to play it, Greg?
I mean, I played it, but I mean, how old are you, Ashley?
Me, 30. Can you?
Okay, yeah, so we're about the same age. So, I was in the same boat. I didn't find Pokemon cool.
Yeah.
Now we also got to bring this up that back then, I didn't even know other people were playing Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know because things like this, like anime, it was not something that is like today. Like it's not wasn't.
Oh,
cool.
I was a cringy middle schooler.
Yeah, but like yeah.
I was an ill cringy middle schooler,
But even
and then I
then-
got into high school. And I was like, we cannot be doing this anymore.
But the world changed, and you also had like other things like Yu-Gi-Oh. I kind of got into the Yu-Gi-Oh trading.
My cousins
cards.
tried to get me into playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
It
And
was-
I sucked at it.
It was dude. You get people. My boss doesn't really know how to play like Pokemon cards.
He just
but
likes the
collects them.
art.
Like he's learning now.
The art is cool.
And let's give a special shout out. There's literally a Pokemon game called Pokemon the Trading Card Game. Like real original Nintendo, but it's literally what it is. And you did also have like the Pokemon game where you could take pictures. This wasn't even
Pokemon Snap is so
this
good.
isn't even Pokemon Snap. This is like they had a little camera and like things like that. You could
Oh
get
yeah,
Pokemon.
and you could talk to the Pikachu.
Yeah. So before even Pokemon Snap, and I always want to play the Pokemon Snap sequel. It's pretty chill. Like,
I have it.
is it good?
Yes.
Nice. It's very again low.
It's
Game.
amazing.
Nice. I saw the Mew level and it was like really different.
It's good. Good
So black and sorry, we're on black and white, right? 5th gen.
We are
Black
in
and
5th
white.
gen.
So interesting
We
that
we can just skip it though.
But so
Did we skip what?
so before we skip
Hold
it,
on.
We can just skip it.
yeah.
Oh
in
yeah, I was about
2010,
to say
but
they restarted. They tried to reboot.
okay, they tried to do a reboot.
It's basically you didn't have any of the original Pokemon. Like Gen 1 through 4 basically didn't exist Pokemon wise, and they reset with a new like completely new Pokemon.
Because a lot of the games up until then you could play the old.
But then you could argue that it was very lazy because since they did that, you kind of already have like the repeats of like, okay, you have your 3 starters, you have your fire, water, whatever. You have your Route 1 bird, you have your Route 1 like bugs and like grass Pokemon. So it was like, it got really apparent in that generation, and I feel like that's a lot of critiques for Gen 5. Like, I mean, even to this day, a lot of people don't like Gen 5, but I think when they do a remake, I think they're going to do a remake with Gen 10. And I think it's kind of going to get its flowers.
Interesting.
But I haven't played it. I heard it's the best story. I've heard it's one of the best stories.
Now, it's the only one that has a sequel.
Yeah,
true
a sequel instead of a, yeah.
And I heard the sequel is good. Did you guys play the sequel?
I didn't play any of it.
Wow.
I didn't play any of it.
Greg, did you
Nah.
play it? I hear
I didn't
good.
play
No, I
anything?
played Black a few years ago, but not when it came out.
I think I ended up buying Black like late. Wait, Yes, black because then you got the white legendary. Because, yeah, I always picked my box art based on which one I wanted.
Right. Well, no, a lot of people did. Like
Mhm.
my sister got the blue because she liked the turtle.
Mhm.
So then, if we're gonna skip it, we'll go to sixth generation. We're still on the Nintendo DS.
I
X and
love
Y.
Gen 6. I love those
X and Y
games.
was ass.
Ah! But the fashion! I could
Yeah, that
dress
was cool.
myself. Customization.
I will
Ooh.
say they innovated,
Customization. I could be a short haired girl with curly hair. It was nice.
You know, again, this is
but
where
then
they
the
have these
EXP
glitches.
share,
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
What's that?
So like
they
experience
fucked the
share.
experience share up.
Yeah,
What's
they.
that?
That's when the game started getting too easy.
Mm.
So prior to all of this, the only way that your Pokemon could get stronger were them actually being in battles and not dying.
Got it. Yeah, yeah.
Or you had what you called an experience share, which you would put on one Pokemon, and then when your Pokemon would battle, they would share their experience with that one Pokemon. But you had to like it was like an item that you had to equip.
Interesting.
So in Gen 6, they made equip EXP share like all of your Pokemon always get experience.
Mm.
But it's like whatever one's actually battling gets like a little bit more.
Got it.
But people felt it made
I
it
did
too
hear about
easy because you kind of took away a lot of the grinding aspect, which I'm not a fan of grinding game. Like it's why I don't really like more traditional like video game. I like my little I like little lo-fi life sim. Like
Well, Eternal Saber Greg is a it was a trophy hunter. So like, do you like the grind aspect of it, Greg?
I mean, the thing is, like, I wouldn't say I like the grind, but like she said, the games did get too easy, and like even playing through Emerald, I don't grind on like wild Pokemon. Prince tells me like, "Oh, I've been grinding, bro," and I'm just like, "Bro, if you just fight all the trainers, you get enough experience. You just
you just
have
have to
to
actually switch your
use
You have
all
to
the
think about it.
Pokemon."
You have to switch your Pokemon around.
So
Exactly.
funny enough, but again, that's some people play differently, right? So
Wait, oh
Prince
my
would play
god.
differently.
Going back to Gen this is so stupid. Everybody's done this at some point, I'm assuming.
Okay.
Gen 3 when I first played, I could never beat I never beat Pokemon Sapphire because I was the kid that only played with my starter and my starter would lose all of the PP by the time we got to the Elite 4. And then it was Cynthia. So like I definitely wasn't like winning, but yeah.
Yeah, my Charizard was definitely level 100 before anything
Yeah.
else. I just wanted to play with
I was at like
Charizard.
level 80 and then I had like my like barrel doing its freaking HM slave job and then like a bird to fly not actually doing anything, but yeah. That's all.
But see, the thing is, now another hot take that people love the clip of Griggs saying, just because it's a kid game does not mean it has to suck.
No, valid.
But I will say again, my daughter likes Pokemon, and so I got her Let's Go Pikachu, so she could, because it was easy. I was like, this is the easiest Pokemon game in my. That's what they said. So like to introduce them to a child, which Pokemon is,
It's for kids.
it's for kids.
It's for kids.
So, but man, I mean, it really teaches kids a lot. That's why they joke, like, right? Who's your starter depends on it. And I do want to say again too, even with Pokemon, because you have the rise and the fall and the reboot and cards, and that's a whole other thing. But you know, just what 7 years ago, I would never imagine that I could bring a Gundam to work and put it on my desk. We live in a very, very different world. Some people good, I'm sure, but not a professional setting. Like, some people probably don't
Hmm.
care, but like, I remember I got flack because I had like like an anime sticker on my phone case. Like, I was just supposed to have like a black phone case and look professional. Nowadays I don't. I mean, I have a freaking thing on my phone, and it's just practical. Like, it actually has a function. Um, so, and we're gonna get into that later about the creator and exactly he wanted to make friends. It's a power of friendship thing.
They introduced the friendship mechanic in Gen 6.
That's
It's
right.
a friendship mechanic.
And I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about the changing clothes and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
which is huge for games later on too. I'm not sure how many other games had it at the time. And Greg, you were talking about games like Fortnite. I think that Fortnite's gonna be like Steam, where you can play any game on Fortnite, but if there's gonna be like a zombie game on Fortnite, and that's your avatar that you created in your custom look, you know, because they're already doing that with like a Guitar Hero for Fortnite or Rock Band version.
Really?
Oh, you can make games and everything on Fortnite. Fortnite has changed a lot. It's like you Greg said, it's a beast. It's a you know
It's a juggernaut. There is no shutting
yeah,
Fortnite down.
no, it's
Interesting.
I mean it's got Disney.
I was about to say the fact that they let Disney, but like it's villains, but still they're letting them like floss and stuff is kind of crazy to me.
So we're gonna get into 2014 Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Eek.
They are
Eek
so they're
reaming.
so oh my god, so good, so good.
So I need to play that one.
Yes, I have a
That
copy
was
of
the
that
first time they
somewhere.
let you get a mythical in game. Oh man. They knew what
Mhm.
they were doing with
What
that
is
one.
that?
So you have like tiers of like Pokemon. So okay, so like Gen 1,
Is
because
it
I
like
feel like
Gods,
that's what you
Legends?
know. Yeah, so like your legendary Pokemon are kind of like your box art Pokemon. Like they're in the
Okay.
lore of the game, like they are these like higher like kind of like deities almost kind of thing. And then you have mythical Pokemon, and those are the ones that you can never like really get in the game.
Got it, like Ho-Ho.
Yeah. No.
Well, later you could, but
No. Ho is not a mythical. Your mythical for that generation is Jirachi. So like you can't catch like a Mew. You can't catch
Oh, got it.
Mew in the game.
Got it.
Like Mew is like given to
It's an
you by the
event from
Pokemon
outside.
distribution.
Got
Like
it.
Jirachi is given to you by the mythical Pokemon gods, aka Nintendo. Like you cannot catch them
Understood.
in your game, but you can catch like a water god, Kyogre,
Got it.
kind of thing. So like that's like a mythical Pokemon.
Ah, cool. So that's a special one. Do you guys want to talk starters too on this? Because I know we're skipping around, and because you didn't do black and white.
Well,
Did
we
you
didn't
say
play
X and Y starters? Did we do a starter?
We can do X and Y.
We can do it.
Yeah.
Fine.
So 6.
You go first.
Can't go wrong with Greninja.
What a badass name.
Greninja's cool.
I know who he is. He's the one with the tongue, right?
The ninja.
Fennekin was
The ninja toad.
amazing,
Yeah.
and then Delphox disappointed me. Why do I
Yeah, I agree with that.
like Fennekin is what I picked because I was like I like this Firefox. I nicknamed
That
it
sounds
Safari
familiar.
because it was funny.
My boss's is Lucario. I want to say.
Lucario's Gen 4?
Sorry to go on.
Yeah, Gen 4.
Yeah, Gen 4.
Who is Smash Brothers and stuff and trainer,
Mhm.
which is wild. That you could have
I
red
can't
and
go that way. Gotta go
Pokemon.
this
Go.
way. Yeah.
Anything
I
else?
like. Do you know the Pokemon? It's like a little
No.
grass. There's like a grass.
Oh, if I saw a picture of it, maybe.
It's like a little grass chipmunk looking
By the time X and Y came out,
thing,
right?
and then like a little frog ninja, and then like a little.
I know the Frog Ninja.
Okay,
I knew the
we're gonna
Frog
say
Ninja.
frog ninja for you because that's the only one you remember.
Yeah.
Good answer.
I've seen the Frog
Good
Ninja.
answer. It's Mega that it just got is really freaking cool though. I will say. But Delphox's Mega Evolution kind of saved it. I will say for the generations now. Sorry. Later.
No, you're good. I'm just trying. Sun and Moon. Okay, so
That was wild though. Can we talk about that for a second?
yeah, what is Sun and Moon? Now, I will say
Like,
that
Greg, did you think it was weird that like the starters in the generation that introduced Mega Evolution did not get Megas? Because I thought that was weird.
that is weird. In the remake, do they get?
I did think
Megas?
it was weird, but the thing is,
in
they didn't
Legends,
remake
Legends
X and
EA
Y.
now, they get them.
Ooh, good point.
But
Greg.
their megas are like seasonal, aren't they?
They're not seasonal. It's it's like it's ranked battling, and like each season changes what level you have to be at to get them if you haven't gotten them from like the previous one.
That's fucking stupid.
It is so stupid,
Bro,
and I will never have them
they know what they're
because
doing.
I don't like playing. I have Nintendo Online. I don't like playing competitive.
Oh, I love
I
that.
And
didn't
I
like playing
agree with you.
competitive, so I don't know. Maybe I'll wait for a bot to give me them, and I'll use their Nintendo Online subscription to use a bot to get me those Mega Stones because
Mega Stone.
I'm not playing ranked. I'm so sorry.
That is interesting.
I am not playing ranked.
Some people do like ranked. Now, Sun and Moon was the one I was mentioning in 2016, and we're still on the Nintendo DS.
Yes, you're on the 3DS.
I
That's
went
the
to
one-
the midnight release for that game, bro.
Oh wow!
I went to the midnight release for that one too. at my
Really?
GameStop. Yeah, this is when I started doing midnight releases.
That
Sun
was a
and
big
Moon.
hype. That's 20.
Me and
That's still
Junior would go.
2016.
Me and my cousin.
I know that 2016's Sun and Moon had the battle tree system where you could fight all previous gym leaders.
Yeah, it was like post game.
Right.
It was like a post game little like mini.
That was meh. Like, could you fight Red?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were like in it. They were on the joke of the like.
He was
fandom
older.
was- yeah, he's
Yeah.
like older. Him and like Blue and him are older. They like pop into the middle of the game, and everybody's like, "Oh, they're on their honeymoon in Hawaii."
I heard that some people were disappointed though because they didn't really update the sprites, like the characters.
It's the
Or something.
same. It's the same Pokemon models, I think, from the generation before it, if I'm not mistaken. Oh wait, no. You're talking about when you get onto the Switch.
No, that's another thing too. But no, some of the character sprites. Okay, so like you said, Red was older, but certain characters weren't older. They would still appear as like a kid. That if it was a gym leader kid, it was a kid. That's what I read.
Oh, I never did the Battle Tree.
Didn't really do too much of it, so
Okay.
yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Because I guess some people want to see them older. You know, like Brock.
I'm a weirdo, and I
Misty.
rarely ever delve into the post game of these games.
Yeah, you really don't.
And it's a shame. I don't. I really don't.
And we're gonna
It's some
talk
of the
about
best
that,
content
too.
in the games, which I mean, arguably for some of them isn't saying much, but still, yeah, I haven't done a lot of the post game.
They said that too. I hear that a lot of the post content can be fun too. And then there's Ultra Sun and Moon
Yes,
in 2017.
I didn't
so
play those.
I bought it, and I wish I had it.
Wow.
It was trying to be black 2, white 2, but it wasn't anything different. It was literally the same exact thing.
That's what I heard too, and that's why it was weird that there's a.
And then
sequel
you
to
had
Marvel's.
like an evil. It was like, was it the post game? Was like Rainbow
Rocket.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
like yeah. So
That's
they
a
brought
terrible
back all
No
of the
pun intended.
previous like
Gang
evil
leaders.
teams.
It doesn't
Like
sound
the
cool.
evil team leaders. You brought them
Okay.
back and you fought. Excuse me. You
They
fought
were
them
feeding
again.
on nostalgia, essentially.
Yeah, basically, it was nostalgia bait.
So then I guess we're gonna go into Sword and Shield in 2019, which is the first one that had DLC content for $40. But a lot of people.
Before I gotta interrupt you,
Yeah, go ahead.
I actually gotta head out, my boy.
Oh, you gotta head out.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys want to you can continue and then we can pick up another day, but yeah, I gotta head out.
We definitely got, because you know what? Like I said, I only played Scarlet and Violet, and so I definitely would love to continue. If this is a good stopping point, that is
Yeah.
not a problem. Because I'm sure we're gonna have like strong opinions too about what's
For
coming
the newer
next.
stuff, this is when it gets.
Yeah, this is what, because I thought we were gonna go 5 minutes and 5
Yes.
minutes, and we're like, let's skip it. This is a good intro. Again, HyperAsh's first stream. I think she did wonderful. And hey, man,
Thank
like I missed a
you.
lot of stuff, so I'm sure my boss is gonna be like, "How did you not know that?" So, all right. Well, thank you so much, Eternal Savior. Let's can we? Next Thursday is Thanksgiving, so we probably can't do a Thanksgiving episode, and then we do have hopefully an episode with our boy Prince, and maybe we can ask him about Emerald since he's playing. Maybe he'll be done by then.
He should be. I hope so.
I was about to say you didn't sound that optimistic.
That's funny. You know, he has a couple extra days off for Thanksgiving, so
Maybe.
we gotta go walk our pup as well. So you want to put him in? Oh, he's already laid down. Never mind. He's heavy. Not as heavy as ours.
Stop calling her.
He's a
like
potato.
that.
She's
She's a potato.
she's heavy.
I love her.
She's doing good.
She's
All right.
sleeping.
Thank you so much, Greg. Like I said, my brain is fried. I'm trying to understand it all too. So I'm
It's
trying.
okay. I'll debrief you later. You'll
I
be
need like a
fine.
flashlight.
Yeah,
just
I
like
mean,
in
we
the
could
Game
put a
Boy.
pin and return on Sun and Moon. You know, we can
Okay.
come back because we still gotta hit the starters on that.
Yes, we
sir.
do.
I'll make sure I take a note on that. And then two, I will say that a lot of people were happy that at least the DLC was $40 and not $60. So we'll leave it at that. Thank you guys for doing. Right? To me, $40 sounds like a lot. How much was the DLC for Scarlet and Violet? 30.
We could talk about that when we
We
come
talk
back
about
because
that when we get to it.
I have
Well,
my
let's have a
opinion on that.
conversation.
Let's go.
No, his opinions.
Have a good night, guys.
Night.
Thank you.
See you guys.